Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? We have all gone through a very intense month of May with so many retrogrades happening and then the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened. This lunar eclipse must have brought up a lot of shadows for everyone. I know it has been very difficult for myself also and for many people around me who have spoken to. It has been a very difficult week. So I hope you all have recovered. You are all feeling fine and much better as the energies have become lighter now since yesterday. You may still not be 100% okay, but there are many lessons that you have learned and we are all recovering and recuperating as Mercury is going retrograde while I speak today. So let us see what June is bringing for us. Trust me, there is not going to be any respite in this energy in the month of June because from 1st June, Mars will be transiting into the sign of Cancer, which is directly opposite to Capricorn. And remember, Saturn went retrograde on 23rd May, so it is bang opposite the retrograde Saturn. Cancer is a very watery and emotional sign, we all know that. It is also the sign of the home environment. And the fiery Mars, which is the divine masculine embodiment or the warrior embodiment, feels very debilitated or weak in the sign of Cancer. And opposite it, aspecting the retrograde Saturn, is also weakened because of its retrograde motion. So this month may feel like driving a car with the handbrakes on, not moving forward, dragging forward, pushing forward. Mars, the planet of passion and energy, is feeling very weak. Saturn, who's the disciplinarian, the karma planet, the strict teacher who pushes us to move forward, is also retrograde and weak. It will take a lot of motivation and a lot of strength to move forward at this time. Then we will have on June 10th the new moon, which will happen in Taurus in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. This will be a major solar eclipse when the Sun, Moon, and the Rahu are joined in the sign of Taurus. This will again create an environment of obstruction and obscurement and possible confusions. Mercury will be in its retrograde motion and it will be in the mix. It is going back into Taurus on 4th of June to enter this mix that is happening there. So we could all be experiencing a big feeling of instability, unexpected changes or events that may cause significant delays in our life or temporary stallings, or just our projects suddenly come to a stop, our relationships may come to a breakup or stop, no, our job may be in a limbo, our projects may be in a limbo if you were expecting a contract or order or a project, expect to face some delays in that. This is also not a good time to, during Mercury retrograde, to invest your money here and there. Be careful, be conservative about spending your money. The Sun will transit into the sign of Gemini on June 14th and it will remain there till July 16th. Gemini is the mental sign, the sign of thinking. So we may be thinking about the storms that have recently passed us or that have happened in our lives, the storms that are still brewing in our lives, in our job situations, in our projects, in our contracts, in our homes, in our relationships. Everything has been very stormy during the eclipse times. So when Sun moves into Gemini, it will be help in reorganizing, reconnecting and editing our forward motion, our plans that we had for our life. We will relook at them. We will relook at our projects, our jobs, our relationships and the plans we had for them for a future, we will relook and try to re-evaluate, do they really mean that much? Do the path we had chosen, does it really matter anymore? The relationships we had, do they really matter anymore? Are they that important in our life? And we might decide to refocus our attention, refocus our energy in a new direction and reorganize everything. The confusion, the destruction that the storms have left behind within ourselves and around us. This will be a good time to clear that debris, clean that path, clean that situation, clean your heart, and start new. Start building anew. I always say it is good. Destruction is a very good thing. When everything gets destroyed, then we have space to create something new, right? Time to reorganize your mind, your heart, and reevaluate where you can start rebuilding anew. This will be a good time to revive our old projects that we have shared. It will be a good time to reorganize our workspaces, to edit what we have written or done in our past, and to reboot our life once again, to start building anew. On June 20th, Jupiter is also going retrograde and it will remain retrograde till October 17th. It is in Aquarius, it will retrograde in Aquarius, then in the month of September it will enter Capricorn and interact with Saturn and then come back on October 17th. It will move forward and again in November it will enter the sign of Aquarius. So Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde motion during all the summer months may surprise us at how things are progressing. Some issues that we may have had anxiety about and thought it would never move forward will move forward very easily and quickly. And what we thought would grow quickly and easily, we could find obstruction and become stunted. Because when the major planets Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde motion, we can never predict how they will react or what effect they are going to give us. Remember, all the effects will be majorly shown in the house where these planets are placed in your horoscope. Then Venus transits into Cancer on June 22nd and it will remain in Cancer till July 16th. When Venus will move out of Gemini and into Cancer, it will be a quick transit, not too long, and she moves in conjunction with the fiery Mars, who is also occupying Cancer at this time. Venus will catch up with Mars at 26 degrees of Cancer on July 12th, after which the two will travel together into Leo. So between June 22nd and August 11th, we will see this conjunction of Venus and Mars, the divine masculine and divine feminine, moving together through the signs of Cancer and Leo. They will be together, so we may expect some dance there of our masculine and feminine energies within us. Some balance or some interaction that will come within us of our masculine and feminine energies. If we have been too emotional and too triggered and too cranky and too sensitive in the last few days, or we have been too aggressive and too logical and too egoistic, we will find a balance between the two because our masculine and feminine energies will be coming together. So we should meditate a lot at this time to attain that balance and get the answers within us. Then Mercury will go direct in Taurus on June 22nd. All these retrogrades and the eclipses together with strong Rahu have surely brought up within all of us those flaws and weaknesses. All of them have been revealed within ourselves, within others, within our projects, our jobs, our relationships, what was not working for us, what was wrong there, how we were behaving in a bad way, how the other person has not been behaving fairly with us, where we have been compromising, where someone else has been compromising, and where we have been unfair, where someone else has been unfair, where we have been wrong, where our inner child is getting triggered, where our issues of abandonment, our issues of rejection have been activated, and where We are behaving out of our old childhood wounding and pains and traumas that all may have been brought up because of the eclipse. So when Mercury move directing Taurus, it will help us get a pause there from that upheaval. This Mercury direct will help us get more peace and help us get more grounded in this very unstable and confusing environment. So it may be a very good time to assess and analyze yourself, your resources, your projects, your plans, and think about what you want in the short term and in the long term. Your goals, your dreams, reassess, reevaluate. Do they really mean something? Do they don't mean anything? What you wanted that may have changed. What you were valued may have changed. What you didn't value may have changed. So you have been changed somewhere in this eclipse season. And now you have to reassess and reevaluate everything within your life. What you want and which direction do you want to take your life. So this will be a good time to do that. Then finally we have a full moon happening in the sign of Sagittarius on June 24 in the nakshatra Moola. This full moon is fostering an environment where our high hopes may actually play out in positive direction. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, traveling and dharma. Currently Sagittarius is receiving a lot of positive energy and support from Jupiter and Ketu. As ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and ruler of Moola Nakshatra is Ketu. In this full moon we will get the benefit of Jupiter and Ketu, which will help us to detach, to be free and to move forward and expand. So let us see now what the cards have to say for us for the month of June. Hello Leos, welcome to your tarot card reading. I hope you all are doing well and thank you for taking your time to be here. I would advise you to check your sun, moon and rising to get a more clearer and better picture about this month. So let us see what energy will the month of June bring for my dear Leos. Let's see what energy the month of June will bring for my dear Leos. We have staying focused, hold the course. So my Leos have been focused on certain goals or aspirations in their life, and the universe is asking you to hold the course, stay focused, don't let your focus get disturbed, don't get distracted in other things, don't get distracted with mundane things or addictions or other distractions in the world that are happening. Stay focused on your goals, stay focused on your dreams and keep going forward in the direction you are going. Don't lose hope, don't get distracted. So let us see how June will be for your money and career. How will the month of June be for your money and career? You have the High Priestess and you have the Ace of Rods. Wow, lovely cards, Leo. So for your career and your money, you are getting a very powerful new beginning here with the Ace of Rods. It could be a big new opportunity coming into your life, a new beginning, a new job, a new relationship, something very that you are passionate about, some new business you may start, some new clients may come to you. So definitely great new beginnings coming. The High Priestess is someone who goes within, who trusts your intuition, trust what you can't see in the outer world. Don't worry, go within, trust your own intuition. Things may be hidden at this time, but heal yourself. Keep a control on your emotions. If you see the moon is under her foot, so she is very much in control of her emotions. She's very much keeping her emotions in check, and she's stepping on them and rising above them to gain more clarity, to gain the inner wisdom, and she's trusting her intuition, and that will bring her the new beginnings that are required, that are necessary, that will take her forward in her life. So very beautiful cards to get for your career. Great movement forward, great movement ahead. It could also be that an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could help you or be associated with you, be a part of the changes in your life at this time. So let us see how will the month of June affect your family and your home. How will the month of June affect your family and your home at this time? And we have the World card. So ending of a cycle, maybe something in your life that is coming to an end. It could be with a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or a Taurus. Some relationship, some association, some cycle that you have been repeating constantly. You're going round and round on the hamster wheel with someone, or maybe some situation in your family and your home is just keep repeating itself, maybe with your spouse, maybe with your children, maybe with your family members. There is something that keeps repeating itself and you're tired of that cycle, and that cycle is now coming to an end in your family and home life. You will end that cycle at this time in the month of June. You will realize that the cycle needs to end and you need to get out of this situation which is just causing you a lot of pain. You feel trapped in that situation, is causing you a lot of pain, anger, angst, sadness, depression. You will be able to break out of it and move out in the month of June. So let us see what new doors will open for you, my dear Leos, in the month of June. You have the Tower in the doors opening. So definitely two major cards coming here in your home front, and new beginning with a Tower. So something is going to just blast out of your life at this time. Two cards of endings is here. So something major will end in your life in the month of June, Leos. I don't fear the Tower because I always feel when the lightning falls and the tower is crushed and destroyed and flattened, then we get space to build again, right? We get space to build a new building there. So this tower will break. There's some security, stability, or beliefs, or tangible, or in your mind that you had, that is going to get shattered. Some tower that you had, some structure that you had built for safety and security around yourself, some family dynamics, that is going to break. Some major ending is coming into your life, Leos, in the month of June. But don't worry, you are getting new beginnings. Allow the endings to happen. Only when endings happen can they make space for new beginnings, right? Never fear endings. So let us see what cycles will end in our life at this time. What cycle will end for our Leos at this time? In the month of June, what cycle will end? Since we have two cards of ending, and we have the Temperance. Wow, you got all three major cards coming up here, Leos. Wow. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. So there may be an ending with a Sagittarius. That is possible for some of you. Or there may be an ending of a situation where you have been trying to find balance, you have been trying to combine with someone else, you have been trying to come to a situation with someone else, you are trying to create harmony, and you are trying to create positivity and balance in that situation, but it has not been happening and for long time now, and you may finally decide to end it and move forward. There is definitely an ending that is happening in a major cycle where, or you have been shown a lot of patience with someone in your life, you have shown a lot of patience, endurance in a situation in your life. That is ending now. You will finally just let it go and end that cycle. You will finally decide this is not meant going anywhere, this is not meant for you, this is creating a lot of pain, and you will let go, or you will end that patience, and you will end that trying to create harmony and balance in your life. You will walk away from that situation. You will end and bring this Tower moment that may create the Tower and the ending in your life. You are at the end of your patience. So let us see what good change it will bring within you, Leos, at this time. What good change it will bring within you, or what light attribute of yours will be heightened during the month of June. And we have Damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So maybe you have been acting like the damsel in distress all this time and been clinging to a relationship because of that, and you always felt that the need to be possessed or need of the knight in shining armor to come and save you, and you have not been taking care of yourself or not being independent and not working on yourself to make yourself independent and take care of your own needs and take care of your own requirements, your own mental, emotional, financial needs. And finally, you decide you don't want to be the damsel anymore. You will understand that the romance or the relationship should not be out of need. There should not be because you need someone's money or you need someone's house or you need someone's support or you need someone's help. No, that is not the good thing to be in a relationship for. If you're in a relationship, it should only be for love. Then only the love will be healthy. Then only there is a healthy romance possible between two people. If it's based out of need, it is just like a beggar and a giver relationship. That is not good. And you will learn this lesson and it will inspire you to be more independent and take care of yourself. I think that is the lesson that you need to learn here. You will end that situation where you have been constantly on, someone has been giving and pouring into your cup and you have been receiving all this time. And now someone stops pouring and you realize that no, there is nothing here and I need to take care of myself. I cannot depend on this person all my life. So you are learning that lesson, which is a very good lesson to learn actually. So what is the shadow that you need to be careful about at this time? Beggar. I just said that and you got the beggar card. Dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. So you have been not putting in the effort in a relationship or in a situation, in your job or whatever it is, and you have been being like a beggar, just taking and taking from people and not giving equally to them. There's a disbalance in your relationship, there's a disbalance in your romance, there's a disbalance in your life where you have just taken from people, you have not given them anything in return, you have not been fair to them, you have not given equally, you have just kept taking like a beggar from them. So someday that is going to stop, right? Someday they are going to end that giving and you will have to learn to rely on yourself and be your own person, take care of your own needs and your own wants and not depend on others for it. So stop being that beggar and this damsel in distress and take control of your life. Be independent, be strong, help yourself. Don't expect it from others. How will the month of June affect your love and relationships? And you have love yourself first. Your self-love makes you romantically attractive. So maybe you have been in this beggar attitude because you don't love yourself. You think you are not capable of loving yourself. You think you are not worthy of love. You feel that you cannot love yourself. You are damaged. You are not good enough. And you have been seeking that love from the people around you, from outsiders, or in your romantic relationships, or in your family dynamics. You have been expecting others to give you that love and attention and that support. So the universe is telling you to focus on self-love. Find that love within yourself. Don't depend on others for love, for that love. Become complete in yourself. When you love yourself, when you have your self-confidence, when you're taking care of yourself, then you become attractive to others. Then you'll attract people who are equally loving to you, who love themselves as well. Otherwise, when we are in this beggar state, we attract more people who are in the beggar state and who are pretending, or in the damsel state, then you will attract people who are in themselves damsels in distress, waiting for you to rescue them. You are waiting for them to rescue you, so you both are not rescued. You both are in beggar state. Then the relationship is empty and useless. So love yourself first, and then you will find people who will love you equally. So let us see what advice and guidance is coming for us for the month of June. For Leos, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Just what I said. Love yourself. You are good enough. You don't need to undermine yourself. You don't need to criticize yourself. You don't need to judge yourself. Just love yourself. You are good enough. As you are. You are perfect. And whatever is not good in you, you can always move forward and change it. You can heal yourself. But acceptance of what you are, of your life, of yourself, of your talents, of your skills is very important. You are good enough as you are for the moment. So bring that acceptance and love for yourself. Very important for you Leos at this time. So let us see what the angels have to say to us. And we have helpful people. The angels are telling you that a lot of helpful people will come into your life to help you at this time. You may find people who will give you the right advice, who will support you, who will care for you, who will show you that you are good enough, who will support you in moving forward at your time of tower and ending of those cycles that are happening in your life during your tower moments. And it's not just about people, the universe also will support you, your angels, masters, guides, spirit animals, your gods, goddesses, whomever you believe in. They are supporting you. So there are helpful people around you to take you over this difficult phase. You are never alone, trust that. So what blessing is coming for my Leos? A blessing on growing older. So if you felt that you are unwell or you are sick and your life is in danger and you may not live long, the universe is blessing you with a lot of wisdom and guidance and growing old. The universe is assuring you that your life is not in danger. There are many more years that you will have where you can grow older and live a long life. So you are being blessed with a long life, Leos, at this time. So don't worry if you're sick, if you're unwell, or if you're in some danger to your life. Don't worry, you are blessed with a long life. So that was your reading, Leos. I hope you liked it. If you did, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much. I would like to know that this reading resonated for you and how do you like this new method. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye bye.